Okay, guys, Dr. Warren here, and I want to go through week 2 with you very quickly. Don't forget to watch my videos and read my announcements. And I am going to be putting up an APA announcement that's going to make it easier for you to do APA formatting, especially references, okay? So be on the lookout for that. Okay, week 2. So when we only have 2 assignments, the discussion forum and the assignment itself. And this week is technology week, and it's going to be really fun and interesting. And I hope that it's kind of a wake-up call for you when you think about what's involved in the digital future, when there's jobs that we don't even know what they are going to be, those jobs. But we know that we have to be ready for them, and we have to prepare the workforce of tomorrow. How do you do that? You don't even know what the job is. So there's some really fun, head-spinning, mind-blowing technologies that you guys can watch here. And then 5 trends of ed tech. Now there's something that, there's a couple things that you need to be aware of. One is the EDUCAUSE group. They're an association, they're involved in technology in higher education, and they look to the future. There's people in there that are innovators, futurists, fascinating group of people, and they're worldwide, internationally renowned. So take a look at the Horizon Report and pick an article that looks really interesting to you on the Horizon Report and report that out to us here in the discussion board, okay? The other thing you're going to look at is the ISTE standards. The ISTE is a K through 12 technology standards for teachers, students, and administrators. And there's if you look at the standards, here we go. Students, educators, education leaders, coaches, and then there's also, I believe, for technology people. So, so here's the one for students, and then read what these are, right? Empowered learner, what does that mean? And to take a look at those standards in action, look at a few of those standards and see what's interesting. So when you click on the standards in action, you have to open it up to see. Students articulate their learning goals, they build networks, they use technology. Here's digital citizen, open it up. They cultivate digital identity. So in their blogs or when they're online or when they're using Instagram, they cultivate and are responsible for it. They participate in safe, legal, and ethical behavior. They understand and respect the rights of using and sharing intellectual property. They manage their personal data. So open each one of these up. Innovative designer, these are powerful. These ISTE standards are going to be the standards that prepare kids for the future, for the jobs of the future, in a responsible, really exciting way, computational thinker. So take a look at all of these. This is super cool. And back to our discussion board. So look at these resources and have some fun with them. They're really interesting. And then when you write, so if we talk about the prompt, so when we talk about the prompt, we're looking at the digital age learner skill set. So that's kind of around the ISTE stuff. What is it that the learners need to, what are the skill set that they need, the ISTE standards? What are the skill sets that educators, you're also going to look at the ISTE standards for teachers, okay? So what are the standards for educators that they need that was surprising and new to you? So pick something new and different, something unique. And if somebody else in the class says artificial intelligence, then please pick something else. Don't pick the same thing that everybody else has picked in the class, okay? And then, so now we talk about the careers of the future, and then one technology. So again, don't pick AI. I've seen a bunch of AI in all the previous things. So pick something different than AI, please. And something that's new to you and unusual to you in this class. And if somebody else has picked something, then go find something else that's interesting about technology, okay? All right, so it's a fun board. And then when we talk about the paper, this is where, so in the board, you don't have to talk about your problem of practice. Wide open, the board's wide open. Just want you to really explore all the opportunities around technology, okay? But for the paper, we are talking about your problem of practice, okay? So what if your problem of practice is around bullying? What does technology have to do with bullying? Or if it's around implicit bias, what does technology have to do with implicit bias? Well, in this day and age, there are tools to help mitigate bullying or help people understand implicit bias in their technology tools. So here's some examples of those. And when we say scan, we mean scan. You don't have to read these thoroughly about these examples, but here's one to combat bullying, AI technology. Here's one to using artificial intelligence to detect self-harm. Here's one in the technology and equity in the linguistically diverse classroom, bias in, bias out, talking about technology. So not necessarily the technology that's helping your population. Maybe there's a technology that's hurting your population, okay? So go look for technology connected to your population. Tell us about it. Here's some resources for you that might be useful as you search for articles. And then you're going to be telling me about your problem of practice related to technology. Wait, where is it? Okay, so the innovative tech. So you are actually, sorry, you are going to look for an innovative technology that supports, supports your problem of practice. Okay, so you do want to look for a technology that supports your problem practice. And one of the things I want to say, everybody says, oh, we need more resources. Where are those resources coming from? So if you think that we need technology, give me an idea of where you think that technology is going to come from, because it's not going to come out of thin air. Where does it have to come from? Taxes, from the federal government, parents, who pays, right? The company, if it's a corporation. So, okay, so that's what we have in week 2. You have fun with technology. Reach out to me if you have any questions, okay? All right, bye.